You don't have to be like the masses. You don't have to copy someone else's persona. You don't have to be trying to make yourself sound a certain way that you're not. You know, I had someone that said to me, "Why don't I use my natural Jamaican voice?" Well, for me, at home, I speak patois in the house. But when I come out here on YouTube, I want to speak proper English. It's just me. I've been in this country since I was what, 10 years old, and I have just, it's just a pattern behavior of learning to speak proper English. And so when I come out here, or when I'm at my job, or anywhere else I'm at, I speak because that's how I am. It doesn't mean that I'm trying to hide my nationality. No, it doesn't mean that. If me need to talk patois, I'm gonna talk patois, but I don't need to do that, right? It is my authentic self. Hey, my friend, today let's talk about the secret behind content creation, right? Because this has been my second channel, and I can tell you my experience with 13 years of building one. And this one that you're currently watching, this video, took me 5 to 6 months to monetize. And I want to share what I have learned and what I have discovered. So, when you first start a channel, you really have to know what is your focus, gearing toward a specific niche. Because when you start your channel, most of your video has to narrow down into that niche. And the first mistake I made with my first channel was not sticking to a niche. I was just all over the place, and as a result of that, it took me what, 12 years. And when I started the channel, my focus was on my children at the time, but my channel took off with my career. So you see, you can plan for one thing and then something else happened, and that's what happened to me. Long story short, I guess maybe at the time, technology was trending. I don't know if that's the reason why, but my channel took off for the wrong thing at the time, and so I had to follow the trend of that video and continue to make more videos, just because I realized my channel was monetized for that. And then again, I wanted to keep the momentum, so that's what I did for me. Okay, sorry y'all, just want to make sure I was doing the right thing. So that's what built the momentum for me. I'm home, so um I was very happy about that channel, but I didn't want to lose my focus. So when I tried to post videos on the first channel for my family, it still wasn't working. So I was forced to create a second channel, and when I create the second channel, I still wanted to go with the same niche. Well, no, not niche. I wanted to continue to do the same thing with family vlogs and stuff like that, and that didn't work for me either. So when I realized, I started to speak more on motivation, and I just keep coming one video after the next. That's when I realized that my video was taking over with motivation. So sometimes you can plan things how you want it and you don't get it that way. It's kind of like a relationship, right? You plan for a relationship, you want this, you want that, but sometimes the outcome is something totally different. So that's kind of like YouTube. Now, here's what I'm going to say. The truth about content creation: you have to try different things just to see what works, because yes, you can be focused on one niche and it's not taking off, and you may do something else, and then you starting to get the views, the momentum, one video is starting to go viral. So what do, right? Good question. Well, you continue to work on what is working for you, in terms of if that video is getting more momentum, if the retention rate, you're getting good retention rate, then you want to stick with the flow of that. I know, you don't want to do it, but sometimes you just have to pivot. Long story short, I'm still happy about my success on YouTube. When I say success, I'm talking success at my rate. I'm not talking about what the masses are doing. I mean, yes, I would want to get to 100,000K, but right now that is not the case for me. I have reached over 10,000 going to 12,000, I'm happy about that. That is my success right now. But here's what I'm going to say. Do not focus too much on the numbers. If you're a small creator, I want you to be encouraged and continue to just create videos, right? Try to keep that consistent flow. Some people bash against consistency. They say the YouTube need to give yourself time to find out what your channel is about. But honestly, I mean, we see what the masses do sometimes. And yes, I know you're a small creator. As long as your title is right, your packaging, title tags, and hashtag, I just feel like, it'll pick up, right? When I say consistency, doesn't mean that you have to post every day. If consistency for you is posting once per week, then you do what you have to do. The same video, not the same video, but post a video once per week. If it's twice per week for you, or if it's one time per month for you, that is your consistent flow. So you do what you can, and once the algorithm start to um, track your pattern or track to see how you post, then as a result of that, it'll pick up. It will pick up, but the truth of content creation, you just have to come out here and test your limit and just have an open mind that you may post for one and something else may take off. I'm being honest to you, those are my experience from both channels. Because like I said, I wanted to start off with family at the time, and family weren't working. Nobody wanted to see that, but yet they wanted to know about my career. They wanted to hear my motivation, because people operate on emotion, and sometimes when people are going through things, depending on when they're seeing the video, they can instantly snap out a feeling from feeling bad to feeling good, depending on how you structure your words. And I felt like that worked for me. For me, I speak on positive things all the time. I speak positive around me. So I tend to come online with the same behavior, right? And I felt like that works for me, even though it wasn't my ultimate goal. Have an open mind and just work with the flow. If you see something is working out for you, continue to make the same videos for those and to see if you can build a momentum. But overall, don't let anybody distract you from coming up here on YouTube and creating your own knowledge base. YouTube is a powerful platform. It is a way you can make money from it, but it takes time. You have to mentally prepare for it, because sometimes when your views drop, sometimes when you feel like no one is watching your video, it can put a negative impact on you, and as a result of that, you feel like you don't want to do it. But I want to encourage you that regardless if you're getting views or not, just continue to create videos. In due time, it will pick up, but you have to make sure your packaging is right. You have to focus on how you're packaging your video, making sure your thumbnails is properly not clickbait, not saying you're not advertising one thing and when you click the video it's something else. You just got to be mindful of that. So content creation is what you make it. Be yourself, be your authentic self. You don't have to be like the masses. You don't have to copy someone else's persona. You don't have to be trying to make yourself sound a certain way that you're not. I had someone that said to me, why don't I use my natural Jamaican voice? Well, for me at home, I speak patois in the house, but when I come out here on YouTube, I want to speak proper English. It's just me. I've been in this country since I was 10 years old, and I have it's just a pattern behavior of learning to speak proper English. And so when I come out here, or when I'm at my job or anywhere else I'm at, I speak because that's how I am. It doesn't mean that I'm trying to hide my nationality. No, it doesn't mean that. If me need to talk patois, I'm gonna talk patois, but I don't need to do that, right? It is my authentic self, because that's just me. But when I get inside the house, I speak, or I do my patois, or I speak my broken English home, which is patois. And I don't see nothing wrong with that. Just be your authentic self. We live in a world now where YouTube is all about reality. That's what it is. I mean, nothing more, nothing less. They want it raw, they want it uncut, they just want the whole life story. Well, for me, I'm not going to come out here and pour out my business. I'm not going to do that, but I am excuse me, I am my authentic self. With content creation, just be yourself, do the best you can, show people what you need them to have access to. You control your environment, your community. So you give access to what you want them to get access to. Otherwise, keep your business to yourself. You don't have to come out here. You don't have to say it all. You don't have to come out here and disgrace yourself. You don't have to do none of that for views and money. You don't have to do that. This is how I work. I mean, naturally, yes, everyone has their problem and their situationship and their story and their journey or whatever the case it is. But if your overall goal is to get someone to learn something from you so they can add value to your life, come out here and show it up authentically. If you're here to entertain someone, you entertain them with a CTA, with a call to action. Whether you want them to watch a next video, whether you want them to enjoy whatever it is, you come out here, you be your authentic self. But again, content creation is not for the weak. So if you are not someone that is consistent, if you know that content creation isn't for you, don't even waste your time and create a channel or creating videos that you know you won't stick to. Because at the end of the day, it takes work. It's not an overnight process. Okay. I want you to think about that. Every time you're going to come up here and create a video, I want you to think about your reason of why you want to create that video. So you make sure, so you know that your packaging will be right. As long as you can answer your why, the purpose, and what is the message in it, then your deliverable would be good along with your thumbnail. So just think about that for a second. I wanted to leave you with that today. Be blessed.